The 26th of June 2025. This date marks a truly historic moment in space exploration as Shubhanshu Shukla with his team successfully entered the International Space Station. He was met with hugs, handshakes and high fives from the current ISS crew. The team's grand entry, it signals a new era of collaboration and achievement. They were witnessing the smiles and excitement as Team Shukla begins their mission, making India's presence felt in the happy confines of our orbiting space station.
In space takes flight.
हम लॉन्च कर रहे थे तो मेरे स्पेस सूट पे तिरंगा मेरे शोल्डर्स पे था.
Floating into the space station, stepping into history and legend. Air Force pilot Shubhanshu Shukla wrote a historic new chapter in the country's space exploration story, as he became the first Indian to float into the International Space Station. Gleaming with big smiles, Shubhanshu and his team of 4 astronauts entered the space station at about 6 p.m. Indian time after a 28-hour journey into space. Axiom 4's journey began at 12:01 p.m. on Wednesday, when SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket blasted off from Launch Complex 39A at the Kennedy Space Center in the United States. The 4-member crew were greeted by the existing 7-member crew at the International Space Station with big smiles, hugs, and welcome drinks.
So I am number 634. That's a privilege. No, but to be fair, it is a privilege to be amongst the few who have got the chance to see the Earth from a vantage point that I have been able to see now. It has been a wonderful ride. It has been great, and I was looking forward to come to space. It is something to look forward to as such. But the minute I entered the International Space Station and you guys, this crew, you just made me feel so welcome, as if you literally opened your doors, like your house doors for us. That's true. So, but it was fantastic. I feel even better. Whatever expectation I had of coming here, they were surpassed by the view. Of course, that's the big part of it, but by you guys as well. So thank you so much. I think this was fantastic. This is wonderful, and I'm very, very confident that the next 14 days are going to be amazing, doing, as you said, advancing science and research and working together. Thank you so much.
The 4 then lined up for a photo op, drinking liquids from a foil packet. Together, they all now make the Space 11 at the International Space Station. Earlier in the day, the capsule carrying the 4 astronauts docked at the space station at about 4 p.m. The fascinating process of docking and the crew entering the space station was beamed live across the world. Shukla's proud parents watched their son write history with tears in their eyes, prayers on their lips, and pride in their heart.
अब ये अंदर चले गए, अब कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
क्या कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? अब कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, बेहद खुश है। अब 14 दिन बाद उनका इंतजार रहेगा वापसी का।
14 वापसी का इंतजार रहेगा कि जल्दी से आए, जल्दी से मिले आके हम लोगों से।
ये बहुत ही अहम पड़ाव था, उसके लिए उसने जो है अच्छी तरह उसने मेहनत करके जो भी सक्सेस प्राप्त की है, उसके लिए हम बहुत खुश हैं और बच्चे पर गर्व है, हमें पूरा अपने बच्चे पर गर्व है।
The International Space Station will now be Shukla & Co.'s home for the next 14 days, where they will conduct experiments before returning to Earth.
Astronaut Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla created history for India, becoming the first Indian to visit the International Space Station. After a long journey, he will now spend 14 days at the International Space Station, conducting several experiments. But this is really the beginning of the Indo-US partnership in space. Beyond this, coming up is the NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar Satellite, the world's single most expensive Earth imaging satellite ever made. India and America exploring space together. And Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla lays the first firm steps for India's Gaganyaan program. With Vishnu Som in New Delhi, Pallav Bagla for NDTV.